Hey everyone, welcome to the Happy Flosser podcast. My name is Billy Lunt. I am your host, and I am here to talk to you about all things dental hygiene to support you on your journey through the dental hygiene program. Welcome, so glad to have you. Do you ever just talk negatively to yourself and say, I know I'm not going to do well on this exam, or I'm not going to do well on the skill eval in clinic, or this just isn't going to work for me, right? How do you really know that? What do you think it takes to be a successful college student? There are some specific character traits that successful students possess, and there's plenty of research to back up these character traits as well. I want you to really think about what you say to yourself, and what you say to yourself really matters. In this episode, we are going to pull back the layers and think about the talk that we give ourselves and what we say to ourselves and how that impacts how we perform as a college student. Hey, if you're in hygiene school or just got your acceptance letter to hygiene school, I've got a new course to help set you straight right out of the gate when you first start your program to help ensure a successful transition from the first semester to the second semester and to the finish line. I will help you strategize all the key strategies that you need, understand what the challenges are, and overcome all the obstacles. Learning in dental hygiene school is different than any other program. You've got a lot of assessments that are evaluation style. You need to be able to plan and prepare for that and be successful so that you can become an RDH. And I'm here to do that for you. I have a new course, How to Be a Successful Dental Hygiene Student. You can click the link right in the show notes and I'll show you how to get it done. Congratulations on entering this profession. Napoleon Hill had an expression that he shared with the world. What your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. And what he's talking about with this expression is that the power of your mind will unfold and dictate your life. Napoleon Hill suggested that we plaster this one expression on our bathroom mirror or in our notebooks or in our car when we're driving to work or to school so that we can see this expression as a gentle reminder of the thoughts that you have and the power that your mind has over the ability for you to achieve your goals and to make progress in your life. There's a saying that I like to use called, what you focus on, you will magnify. And I have this sentence written in many areas to allow me the opportunity to be reminded of that powerful concept every day. And you have to ask yourself, what are you focusing on? And it doesn't take long to challenge this expression and see that it is true. So whenever you doubt something to be true, put it into practice or do a little self-reflection to say, is that possible? And I can tell you time and time again that what I have focused on does magnify, whether that be positive or negative. Our mind has the ability to bring things to life, both success and failure, both fear and confidence, obstacles and clear pathways. Are you focusing on the obstacle or are you navigating the pathway? Are you focusing on the fear? Are you putting your shoulders back and proceeding with confidence, even though you recognize that that fear is there? Are you focusing on the successes or every little failure? Remember, what you focus on, you magnify. So it's important for you to reflect on these things and figure out what your inner voice is saying to you on a routine basis. All of these things begin in our mind. And what's so amazing about the human mind is that we have a choice about which direction that we proceed forward in our own mind to create our reality and circumstances. I think that's fantastic that we can choose the direction our thoughts proceed that unfold the rest of our thoughts, our focus, our day, and how things go forward. Generally speaking, the research says that if we have a positive thought around our situation or challenges, it will generate and produce positive feelings and create calmness and gratitude. It's impossible to be discouraged when you experience gratitude. That's why one of my favorite sayings is that the seeds of discouragement cannot take root in a grateful heart. So think about that. Try that out. See if it's possible. You will find that gratitude is the key to a lot of things. Just the same, if we have stress or negative thoughts, it will tend to generate and produce negative feelings and challenges for us, create more frustration for us, and bad will. So what we throw out into the universe comes back to us in an even more focused and profound way. I've said in several episodes that the quality of your life is equal to the quality of your communication. And this goes whether you're talking about people that you live with, people that you work with, people that you study with and go to school with, people that you have as a student partner in clinic. How you communicate matters. The same is true about our focused attention. The quality of our thoughts is equal to the quality of our feelings. I want you to test this out, and you will find that this statement is true, always. There is a principle of thought known as the ripple effect, which I love the ripple effect. What we focus on in our mind creates our feelings, which then can be seen as a reflection of our thinking. So people can actually feel our thoughts and feel what we're focused on. What we focus on actually creates our own reality. And what is so interesting is that the feelings are felt in an internal way, but ripple out and impact others around us. We expand our feelings, and the energy that comes out of our feelings affects those people around us. It's important to realize that you have the power to choose what you focus your attention on for your reality. You are at the helm. You're driving the boat. What's even more fascinating is that what you do to create your reality can actually impact those around you. Negative energy creates negative environments, and negative energy can be contagious. But positive energy and positive focus can ripple to those around you and create positive impacts and positive energy to those around you. Test this out, and I assure you it is true. Understanding the power that we have to magnify what we focus on creates a sense of significance. It provides us with the importance of really paying attention to what it is we are thinking about. What do we say to ourselves? Do we say, yes, I learned from that and I can do better next time? I probably needed to study more to have a greater outcome. Or do we just say, I knew I wasn't smart enough. I knew this couldn't be done. I can't do this. What are we saying in our thoughts to create the feelings that then impact the outcomes, as well as how we reset ourselves moving forward? Now, the average person speaks about 120 to 160 words a minute based on how much caffeine they've been drinking. But they can think about 1,000 words or so a minute to themselves. We spend a lot of time talking to ourselves, and you can have a really profound impact on yourself based on the conversations that you're having with yourself. So it's important to really understand that dialogue because your thoughts and feelings ripple out to the rest of the universe. When we consider how much self-talk we're able to have, we then will realize how important it is to pay attention to what we're thinking about, what we're feeling, and what we're focusing on. By knowing this, it allows us to choose whether to let a thought take up space in our mind and develop into a story, or to just let the thought pass by and regain control of our mind. This power to choose what we focus on really allows us to reduce our negative state of mind and reduce our risk of negative outcomes for both us and the world around us. What is so fascinating to consider is that we create these thoughts. These thoughts create our life experiences. Consideration of knowing that we can choose which thoughts we manifest means that we create our own life experiences and reality based on the thoughts that we choose to focus our attention on. What this means as a student is that the only limits you have are the ones you put on yourselves. I want you to pay close attention to the thoughts that you focus on. Do you speak to yourself in a negative way and create a reality where your fears or errors are your main conversation versus your successes? Are you hard on yourself, or do you focus on the negative things and hold on to them for a long period of time? How long do you hold on to a mistake before you move on and give yourself permission to see it as a growth opportunity? We learn a lot more from our failures than our successes. How we move past those failures and how we move past those mistakes really makes a difference as a student. Now, what's so fascinating about the human mind is that you can improve what thoughts you focus on. You can free your mind from these long chains of thought that turn into stories without any control. Your brain can develop new neural pathways and habits, and you can adjust your tolerance level for creating negative talk and experiencing a negative reality. I want you to pretend that your brain is a subway station and that you are the observer waiting for the next train to come. Now, each train that comes into the subway station represents a thought. Now, thoughts will come and go, just like a subway station. We see the thought come, we decide not to get on that subway cart, and the thought just keeps going on to the next stop. We never give it another thought, as the expression goes. Now, you decide which thought train you get on and ride and turn into a story and focus on and develop and magnify, right? Now, feelings change as our thoughts change. Remember, what we focus our attention on, we magnify. If we don't like the thought that we're on because of the feelings associated with it, we can get off the train. We can allow those thoughts to pass and choose to get on another train, one that's better. And this takes practice and shifting. I know, I just made that sound easy, right? It isn't. I can tell you that. But what's so amazing is that it's possible. You need to recognize that we put limits on our life and our mind. And practice helps us make the choice on which thoughts we focus our attention on. Focusing your attention on positive and supportive feelings will provide you with better life energy and gratitude. Once you're able to recognize that the quality of thoughts create quality feelings, you will build up a resistance to negative chatter that tries to enter your mind all the time. Little by little with practice, this activity to flex your mind muscle will help you, not only in the dental hygiene program, but in all the areas of your life where you have to face fear and challenge and difficulty and overcome an obstacle. Wayne Dyer uses this really great analogy about what's inside of us, our self talk, to really help us recognize how it impacts our lens on the world. So he uses an orange and he says, if you squeeze an orange, what comes out of it? Orange juice, right? The reason why orange juice comes out of an orange when you squeeze it is because that's what's inside of the orange. So, what comes out of you when you are put under stress or pressure? Whatever's inside of you is what comes out when you are put under stress or pressure. So, if you are full of resilience and determination and gratitude, that is what will come out when you are put under stress and pressure. If you are full of fear and self doubt and negative self talk, that's what will come out of you when you are put under pressure. I love that analogy because it really helps us recognize that it's within us, it's within our control to examine what comes out of us when we are put under stress and pressure. It can sometimes be really hard to even recognize that we have the choice on what we focus on. So, this is a gentle reminder to you that sometimes we can get stuck and just continue to focus on all the things that go wrong or all the things that happen that didn't come or happen the way we expected them to. So, I'm here to share with you that you have the choice when you start to feel fear and doubt and defeat, turn it around. You have the choice to get yourself unstuck from those negative focused self talk and reset your mind to reduce your negative self talk and say, that's not true. I am perfectly capable of doing this. I'm here. I've achieved so much to get to this point, and I can do this one assignment, one skill eval, one evaluation at a time. I can do this. Use the support of your classmates to help you move in the right direction. Community building is so important. Life is hard to do alone, and so is the dental hygiene program. But be sure that you're not putting yourself in a situation where you're around negative energy and you self fulfill that negative talk with others. Be sure that you hold yourself accountable and those in your study groups to build each other up to help you overcome some of this negative thought. I assure you, this is a great skill to develop. Look at your journals. What are you focusing on when you're doing self reflection on your learning journey? This will help articulate to you what you're really focusing your attention on and what lens or perspective you're viewing things as. I promise you, this isn't easy, but it is so worth it to take the time to reset yourself. What's so fantastic about the discovery that we have the choice to make changes is that it can happen at any time. So even if you're in the middle of having negative energy around you or negative thought process, or maybe you're saying negative things yourself, if you take a moment and recognize that this is happening, you can actually stop yourself dead in your tracks and reset and say, nope, 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 this is not what I'm doing today. I'm going to start over. Let's get off that train at this subway station and start over. I'm going to get on a new train and I'm going in a different direction. And there may be some days where you have to do that over and over and over again. And other days it might just seem natural and come easy to you to be on the right thought train. Know that this takes time and practice and that we're all struggling with it. Maybe you find a buddy to hold each other accountable to continue to put yourself in the right frame of mind so that you can keep yourself going in the right direction. Whatever you discover works for you to keep your positive self talk in the right mode, Good for you. You found something. You found the key to success for yourself. The best part is that you're looking for it. You want to be looking for what works for you to keep a positive mindset and to keep the negative self-talk to a minimum. I promise you, it'll be the best thing that you can do for yourself moving forward. As a student, you have to keep your mindset on your goals in order to keep yourself moving in the right direction. Take the time for self-reflection to consider what your thoughts are and how those thoughts create your feelings. If you invest the time that you need in order to be able to believe in yourself more and have positive feelings around your thoughts, you will be unstoppable. It doesn't matter what happened in your past, where you live, or where you've come from. It only matters where you're going. The decisions that you make today create your tomorrows. The thoughts that you focus on today create your feelings and your reality. Think about this. You're where you are right now in this moment because of every thought, every feeling, and every decision that you made up till right now. So the question comes down to this: what will you focus on? I want you to be a successful student. I believe in you. Others believe in you. But you have to believe in you. And that's what I want you to do. I would invite you to ask any questions at all that you need answered. Sometimes questions come up when you're listening to this podcast. If you have a question, most likely someone else has the very same question. I'd be happy to answer it and would probably share it in a future podcast.